Hey everybody, Monkeypuzzle here. Welcome to episode number 24, playing Resonant Rise 3, Rise of the Resonant Monkeys. That's right, and I am back here again at my Highland Agricultural Experiment Station. I know we've spent a few episodes in a row here, but I want to push forward just a little bit more this week and get to a good place with some of these mods where we actually can get some stuff going. These are the mods we're playing with here, all the forestry, Binnie's mods, extra bees, extra trees, genetics. The butterflies just come, that part's easy. Botany, I don't know if we'll get to botany. And also over here we have started Pneumaticcraft. There's our little compression chamber thingy-do down here. And I got really excited actually. Mine Martin, the developer of Pneumaticcraft, actually commented on the last video and said he gave his thumbs up of approval to my little pressure management system here. So that was pretty exciting. That was definitely an achievement get. Sans fireworks. Anyway, yeah, all these mods take a little bit of setup to get to where we need to get, where we actually can do some cool stuff. And that's great because once we get these things going on, they will give us quite a few buffs, and this will be really neat. So, pushing forward, today we're mostly going to prepare a little bit to do more with the forestry and everything, and with Pneumaticraft. So, primarily I want to push forward with genetics just a little bit, and we also have to... Yeah, okay, well let me just get into it and you'll see what I'm talking about. First thing I need to do is I need to make some more floors in my little base here because I want to start a couple more areas to work on. And I need to decide what I want to make the floors with. I think I'm going to keep this basic theme here where we use these same rings of materials, but then we use a wood pattern in the middle here. Maybe wood, maybe bark. I'm not sure, it depends on what we get. And if we look here, I've got my spectacles on. See my cute little spectacles there. And all these little gray areas are pollinated. So if I work on those with the grafters, I will get some new tree species. So I'm going to just do that off camera real quick. I've made a whole bunch of these grafters because they basically have no durability. You get like 3, 4, 5 uses out of them, and then they're just junk gone. So I will be using those, and I'll see if we can get a couple new trees to choose from to make the next floor or two out of. Otherwise, we'll just make it out of some placeholder materials in the meantime, and then we'll start doing some things on those floors. So I'll be right back with you. Alrighty, well, it's quite some time later. My internet collapsed in the meanwhile, so it's getting pretty late. So I'm going to try to get through this. But these are the new trees I got from the harvesting, and you can see more pollination has happened since I cleared out all the pollinated leaves. But I got this one. This is a copper beech, and it's pretty cool. It's like the beech, except it's got these awesome red leaves, so that's very neat, and you can get beech nuts from these. I got the ash, and it's very nice looking. This little blotchy bark here. And then this is the bull pine, and it's pretty cool. And what else did we get? We got the alder. There it is. And these are the woods of each of them by them, or the planks to be specific. And then finally over here, we got the, what was this one? This was the Brazil nut. So I assume it makes Brazil nuts. So that's cool. I made some extras of them and just interspersed them among the others to keep this interbreeding going. I'm still taking the shotgun approach and haven't looked at the charts yet for this round, but I keep getting new stuff, so that's cool. Don't really have time to go into the bee breeding in this episode. Just let you know real briefly that I've gotten as far as, let's see if I can see it somewhere, as diligent and noble. And none of them are showing right now. Let me see. Oh, look, we got a majestic. So that's cool. Majestic is one step away from imperial. There's a diligent, and somewhere around here there would be an orange one that is a noble. Anyway, so we're well on our way to Industrious and Imperial, which we'll need for the pollen and the royal jelly. And then I went ahead and I added some floors to here. So each one of these is going to be a floor. And kind of the theme I'm going for is that in the middle of each floor, you can inset one of the new woods. This is the silver lime right here. So it's pretty cool. I like this one all right. And you can see how the other floors are going to fit in here with the elevator each. And then I've got this line of dense cable coming down. So each one of these, you have access to the ME system, except maybe not. What did I do wrong? Okay, I'll have to figure that out, why that doesn't work. And then down here, this one I did with the mundane larch because I like it, although here it looks kind of garish. I'm not sure if I'll keep it or not. I can always change this out with the wand of equal trade when I get that later. And I'll have to troubleshoot why these aren't working. I was going to definitely make it easier to do that. So what we're going to do real quick now is right here, we're going to get the Pneumaticcraft seeds going. I'm going to try to set up an automatic setup for them real quick. I have a simple idea for that. And up here, we're going to make some ethanol, which is a first step we're going to need for genetics. Genetics has a bunch of products we need to start with, and so we'll just get some ethanol production happening real quick. I'm going to troubleshoot. Oh, I guess you can't hook yellow to white. Okay, I'll fix that. So I'm just going to get these working so we can use them real quick, and I'll be right back. All right, so I got that working. You can now go in here and access all of my stuff. So now that we can do that, we're going to need some, let me see, some fermenters and some stills. So this is the fermenter. Let's go ahead and make that. I'm not sure if I have sturdy casings or not. Looks like I'm going to need some gears. So let's make a bunch of those. I don't know when we'll need them later, but let's just throw those in there. And now we can make this. So let's start with a couple fermenters, and then let's go ahead and make a still now. So the fermenter turns the natural stuff into biomass, and then the still right here then refines that further into ethanol. And I would think it was like 5-to-1 if I remember correctly, something like that. Let's just make a bunch of these, and let's get some real ethanol production going on. So we're going to need another sturdy casing. So let's make one more of those and then get back to the still and make that. So let's also get some drums right there. And then I'm also going to need, I think I've got it in here. We're going to need some of this, some pressurized fluid conduit, and then also to make all this work, we'll need some export buses. So there's some of those, and then I'll probably need a little bit more of this smart cable too. So let's just get smart cable. I've got it ready to craft upstairs, but we'll just do that right here and grab some more of that, and then we'll just put this all together. So not sure exactly how I want to do this. Kind of tempted to have it go kind of symmetrically on both sides. Nah, I'll stack them here, I think. Let me think about it for a second. I'll be right back. All right, and I also grabbed some squeezers too. I forgot I'm going to need those. So I'm not sure exactly how the best way to place this. Let's just give it a go, and then I can mess with it later. So I'm going to throw the fermenters down there, and then they're going to need power. So let's put the power actually up here, and then they can share it with the squeezers. And then I can also put other cables in between that's going to need to transfer stuff in between them. So okay, there's that. And we're going to run the smart cable here behind it to export some stuff. So we're going to do, let's actually save an export bus, and we'll put one, oops, we'll put one export bus there. And, no, I'm already rethinking this. Okay. Give me a second here. I should just put this together and then show it to you. All right, so I went ahead and got it all set up just for the speed of the episode. And I didn't realize while I was doing it that I actually blocked my elevator going down to the next floor. So I am going to have to redo this anyway. But for now, this is the basic principle. So I'm not sure how much I showed you before that I set up, but basically we've got squeezers, we've got fermenters, and we've got the stills. Now coming out of the ME system, we've got this export bus with the sugar cane, which is going to be our primary product that we're going to ferment for now. And then out of this one, we've got the apple that is going to be what we squeeze for now. So the squeezer makes juice, but it also makes mulch. And the mulch is necessary for the fermenter to run. We can get other sources of mulch in the future, but it'll be coming from here for now. And the fermenters, they run more efficiently on fruit juice. They can also run on water if they need to. So we've got water as back here as a backup. And then finally, hopefully this is going to work, as this barrel is going to be a buffer for excess mulch. When these are all full, it can get depoted in there. And this drum is a depot for juice if there's an excess of juice, which there probably won't be. So that should all turn on when I turn this off. We got a tesseract here for power. So, yep, we're getting, squeezing is happening. So we're getting juice. And then we haven't got any mulch in this one yet. Did I set this all up right? This should be inserting. And this should be extracting. And then this, I should probably turn round robin mode on each of these just to make sure that things go in here. And I've got this one turned down one notch in priority. Okay, yeah, so there we're getting some mulch in there and some juice. So from that, we should be getting biomass, also called short mead for some reason. And then that is getting pumped underneath. I'll cover this up with facades later on. Oh, look, we've already got ethanol. So yeah, the biomass goes into the still and the ethanol comes out. Oh, that's a list of things that can come out. Interesting. You can make honey? I don't get it. But anyway, this orange stuff here is ethanol. So we are already making ethanol. And I'll tweak with this all later and so on. But we've got a good ethanol production system going on. In the short term, we're going to use this for genetics. In the long term, we are going to use this as a fuel source because we're going to be getting so much stuff, so many saplings and things that we will be able to ferment. So that's the ethanol. And then I can't get downstairs now because I've closed off my way. Well, let's just open up a little hole right here. Is down here, I'm going to start setting up an automatic production system for the plastics of Pneumaticcraft, or at least the seeds to make the plastics with. And I'm just going to get that started right now. And then I'll get that working and I'll show you that next time. But just for starters, let's go ahead and quickly grab this chest, which has all the different seeds in it, all 14 kinds of the Pneumaticcraft seeds. I'll go down here. Oh, that's not an elevator. That is. Oh. Okay. Oh, yeah, you can kind of go through things sometimes. All right. So we can kind of get to here. Okay, so in this floor is where I'm going to set up that production. So let's just put this down anywhere right now. So those are all our seeds we've collected in this world so far, and I'm hungry. Time for some magic mana cookies. So the seeds plant on, I think, 4 kinds of things. Some go on dirt, Let's make it nicer and do grass. So we're going to need a block of grass. Some go on, let me see, end stone is another one. Some go on water. So I'll just grab some water with the bucket upstairs. And then some go on netherrack. So let's grab that. And then for this, I'm going to use a bunch of autonomous activators, if this actually works. So let me make some of these real quick. Okay, good. And we're going to need, oh gosh, 1, 2, 3, 3 each for these 4 things. So we're going to need 12 of these. All right, there are 12 of those. And then I'm going to want something that, let me look this up real quick. I'll be right back. I think this is what I want. This is a sequencer from Project Red, and hopefully it does what I'm thinking. Let's grab some red alloy wire. Do I have any in there? I do. And then let's see what this does. Okay, let's just throw this down anywhere and check it out. So yeah, those are all out. So what I'm hoping this does is just emits a pulse at a time. And that's perfect. That's exactly what I want. So let's pull that back up. Bang, bang. Okay, and then let me just get some other blocks. So I can just use the marble for now. And then we'll figure out how this goes later. Let me start over here and I'll cover my elevator again. So I'm thinking we're going to do... Alright, that is the elevator. Okay, so real roughly, what I'm thinking I'm going to do is... Let's see, I haven't even really worked this out yet. But let's start with the grass block in here. And then we'd have 3 autonomous activators. And oh yeah, these are going to need power nowadays too. I forgot that. So one is going to plant. Let's see, let's start with any of these seeds that will work in dirt. So creeper plants will work, except they explode. Let's do an easier one. Oh yeah, and some of these might make things. Oh god. Okay. Let's start with the chopper plant and see if that works out. And we're going to need to keep this all enclosed in as well. Let's get some more glass like this, because things might just start flying everywhere. The enlightened one is good because we get some light. So, okay, so this one, let's say we'll plant. We'll start here. So we got the seeds. You can right-click these now, which you didn't used to be able to do. So that's really cool. And we'll round robin through the stuff. We're going to right-click. Hopefully that will be good enough. And yeah, so okay. Now this one is going to be the bone mealer. So let's get some of that. And that will make it grow right away. So we'll throw some bone meal in there. And if we're going to round robin, we'll just do that. Okay. And that one is right-clicking as well. I think it can aim level. These might need to aim down, but I think level will get to the ground. And then this one finally is going to be the harvester. So that one's going to left-click, and it doesn't need anything in it. And then let's put just some more blocks down here. So we got that. And then the sequencer, maybe we threw it down right there. It's going to send a signal to this one. And then send a signal to that one. And send a signal to that one. And we're going to set this up so that it needs a high signal in order to work. So that one's high. That one's high. And that one's high. So they'll only work, hopefully, when they get the signal for this. Now, it's not a pulse per se, but hopefully that's short enough that it's going to work. This is totally experimental. So the bone meal is working. That's interesting, because this isn't getting power right now. And I know they need power to work. So why would the bone meal be working already? That's interesting. But the seeds aren't. Maybe it needs to aim down. Let's do first slot only. That'd be pretty cool if I didn't need power. Alright, so let's see. Let's turn this one off for now. How can we turn this off completely? I'm not sure, actually, in this case. But, alright, we're going to turn this off for a second. And let's just get a lever. Or a button, actually, would be better. And if it doesn't come together in the next few minutes, I'm just going to work on this off camera. But you guys see what I'm getting at. I'm trying to come up with an automatic system. And I know these need power. I thought they did anyway. Let me grab another Tesseract real quick. I'll be right back. Alright, I messed with this a bit, and I think I might have it working. The problem before was lack of light. I put a piece of enlightened clear glass here just to hold things in, and that turned out to make the right-clicking work. So I've got some propulsion plant seeds in here. I've got the bone meal. Oh, that's the vacuum hopper. But just, okay, over here, this has a bunch of bone meal, and this is just the left click. And then I threw a vacuum hopper up here. And now if I throw this sequencer down, I haven't found a way to toggle it on and off, but hopefully things will work right. So we should get that planted, that bone mealed, and then broken. And it'll come back around again. Planted, bone mealed, broken. Excellent. So now we have a way to create the seeds that go on dirt. And then I'll replicate this system with slight variations, if it works, for the other three materials, for the water, the netherrack, and the end stone. And when I come back next episode, we should have plenty of the Pneumaticraft seeds that we can make the plastics with to make all the things we need for Pneumaticraft. And what's happening to me? Whoa. My key got stuck there. Okay. And this is interfering right here as well. But, okay, so that's a success. We've got Pneumaticraft seeds being reproduced. And up here, we have ethanol being made. I stole the Tesseract from here, so that hasn't been happening while I've been doing this. But got that going, and now I can fine-tune it and make the other versions in between episodes. So thank you all very much for watching. This is Monkeypuzzle, recording very late because my internet wasn't working earlier, but I got the episode done. So it will be out to you tomorrow, which is today for you. Whenever you watch it, anytime you watch it, it will be today for you. Monkeypuzzle, I'm signing out. Thank you for watching until the very end, and I'll have more modded Minecraft for you again very soon. Bye-bye. I'm just going to watch that thing work. Ah.